With Car Guru's Discover, you can skip the filters and describe what you're looking for in your own words. Simply type what you want, and Car Guru's Discover instantly surfaces real listings that match your exact needs. It's no wonder Car Gurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site according to SimilarWeb's estimated traffic data. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at CarGurus.com. Go to CarGurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's CarGurus.com. CarGurus.com.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Welcome to another Short Shift Wednesdays from the bros, cousins, on the Hockey Think Tank podcast. And in case you didn't know, our Wednesdays episodes are sponsored by the best in the game, Skate Tech. Skate Tech skate sharpening and equipment repair brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
Dude, you know what you sound like when you're doing like the blade profiling? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know?
I don't. Know it? Is it the Micro Machines guy?
No, it's guy. Sandy Lyle in Along Came Polly when he's in the boardroom and he's acting as Ruben Pfeffer.
So good.
Skydiving.
Alligator wrestling. That might be the greatest compliment you could have ever given me because I love that speech.
I know.
Wow. Perfect. Raindrops.
Okay, anyways, it is short shifts today. And we got a fun one here for you guys today. So what we want to talk about, and being in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals now, and the Florida Panthers are going on to potentially win 2 in a row. And so one of their biggest strengths, I think, as a group is team toughness. They have team toughness. And that is something, man, if you want to win a Stanley Cup nowadays, that's something you got to have. If you want to win the NCAA championship, that's what you got to have. If you want to win a junior championship, and I'd even venture a guess to say in the higher kind of like ages of youth hockey, if you want to win as a team, you got to have team toughness. And so there's a difference, I think, between toughness and team toughness. But Vex, like when you hear that word, team toughness, or those words, what comes to mind? Because you've played, I know, for like you talk about the Omaha Lancers back in the day. Talk about team toughness. Wow. What does that mean to you?
Hard to play against. All over the ice. Like tough teams battle. They battle. Every puck 50-50, they're like battling for their life on it. They're blocking shots. They're being hard to play against down low. On face-offs, they're engaging. Like, tough teams, they're the ones when you go to play them, like you're walking in the arena and you're like, I got to have my big boy pants on. This is going to be a freaking war tonight. And that's how the Panthers play. That's how we played in Omaha the 3 years that I was there. Nobody, you played against us. Nobody ever wants to play against those teams because you know that if you're going to get a win, you're going to come out with some bumps, some bruises, some blood, some guys limping. It's going to be a war. And that doesn't necessarily mean, they're going to fight us nonstop. It's just like every check, they're finishing. Every face-off, they're engaging, getting into you, and then battling on the face-off. You have to earn everything when you're playing against a team that plays tough.
Yeah, I feel like team toughness is about the little things.
Yeah,
like you said, it's great gaps. It's second, third effort for pucks. It's like relentless back check. Like whenever you get a puck, you have no time or space or room to breathe. It's an overall team toughness at the end of the day is an overall mentality of just wearing you down and winning every battle and doing the little things really, really well, especially those little things that take literally zero talent to do. It's just effort and consistency. And when you play against a team with team toughness, and when you don't too. When you don't have it. And so, yeah, man, it's just a relentlessness. And I would also add, I also think it's a togetherness thing too. Like, I don't know any teams that are team tough that don't like each other or don't care about each other. I think that's a culture. It's a locker room thing as well. So yeah, it's all encompassing, and it's so hard to play against teams that are team tough.
Yeah, I mean, you're walking in the rink and you're getting ready for warm-ups, and I got a battle tonight. Like, every time that I'm catching a puck, I'm gonna get a hit. I'm gonna get hit. Every face-off, I've got to be on my toes. I've got to be ready to engage, because they're gonna stick me and then get into the help their center. Like, everywhere, all over the ice, they are going to do everything they can to win battles, and it's not fun to play against. It's not like, you're going out there to play some shinny and you're going to have a ton of room and time and space. It's like they're just hovering. They're lingering. They're lingerers, man. They're lingering, and it's really, really hard to play against. Nobody wants to play against them. That's why Florida's killing it.
Yeah, 100%. And like, one of the areas that I know as a forward that you can really tell team toughness is in front of the net. Like, when you have a team that boxes out really well, or you have a team where it's like, even when the goalie, covers the puck, you're not getting within 2-3 feet of them. You're just not. Like, they're, whether it's a little cross check or it's box out, or it's, putting your shoulder into it, like, just the front of the net is an absolute war zone. And they treat their goalie, typically tough teams.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Like, it's impossible to get to the goalie.
Impossible
to get to the goalie. Would you agree? I mean, that was your MO,
yes.
was forward in front of the net. Would you agree with that statement?
100%. And going, like, anytime that I was in a league where there was teams or a team that played this way, like, I knew, oh man, I gotta be ready tonight. Like, I might have to throw some extra padding on my lower back or between my shoulder pad and my elbow pads, because I know that if I and the only way I was scoring is if I was around the net, most likely. It was like, if I want to be a factor in this game, I'm going to come out of this game hurting and bruised, and it wears you down mentally when you're playing that, that style of play over and over and over. And so, that's what Florida does. But Toph's so right. Because, like, you just think about the teams that are really hard to play against. It's hard to score goals on them. It's really hard to score goals in higher level hockey if there's not traffic in front of the goalie, if you're not able to bang home rebounds, if you're not able to tip and screen. The goalies at the higher levels are so big, so fast, so good that if they see every shot, they're going to save 99.9 of them. So the teams that play tough, like, they know and they protect their goalie and everybody's in it together. They're not even letting you get close to the freaking net.
Yeah. 100%.
Not fun to play against.
No, I think, and for brevity,
fun to play against, but not easy.
Yeah, I would say that's actually correct.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's into me, like, I'm into the game. Let's go.
Yeah. But sometimes you don't hate the easy ones too.
Yeah. Exactly. So, out of we don't have a ton of time on this. I want to say one thing before we end, and that is team toughness is earned in practice. It's impossible to be team tough in a game if you're not team tough and competitive with each other in practice. And you know that from your Omaha days. I know that from my Cornell days, a few of my Steel team days. Like, that's a mentality that needs to happen during practice. And that's why, like, if you want to be team tough, you're doing a lot of battle drills, you're doing a lot of competition, and you're also probably a coach that is stingy on the details. Really, really stingy on the details, because I think team toughness and discipline also they go hand in hand. Like, team toughs for me are not like wild cowboys that are going around fighting and all this kind of stuff. No, team tough plays between the whistles. If they need to handle something in, like, outside the whistles, they will, but very rarely do they do that. It's like a get in, get out, like, just relentless, suffocating. It's an absolute mind suck for the other team when you play against them. But I do feel like you can't have team toughness in games if you don't have team toughness in practice, and you don't have a coach that instills discipline and instills the importance of details as well.
No doubt about it. Never been on a team that was soft in practice that could bring it in games.
No,
not one time. And it's the same thing with like your higher end skill guys. Like if they don't pay attention to the details in practice, like stopping and starting and like the little things, yeah, maybe they'll get some points on the power play. They're not scoring 5-on-5. And so it's like, you know, I don't care. NHL, AHL, never seen it, man. Never seen it anywhere. It's so massively important that you practice this way too. And that doesn't mean every drill you're killing each other. It means obviously like quality practice plans, day before a game, maybe you're not battling the entire practice. You have one battle drill and then some practice, some flow, stuff like that, whatever it may be. But Monday, Tuesday, you're probably going hard with each other.
Yeah, 100%. And you even look at like the Stanley Cup Finals, dude. You mentioned it, like when your top guys are tough and care about the team. Like you look at the Stanley Cup Finals, like Barkov and Tkachuk, competitors.
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at McDavid and Draisaitl, competitors. Like there's a reason. If your top players are soft mentally, soft physically, I don't really think you have a chance of winning. If your top players are your hardest workers and your top players are a part of that team toughness, like that sets the tone for everybody else, and it allows teams to just be great.
100%.
Can't have without it. So, all right, man, good stuff. Time is up. Share the show. Be team tougher in practice. Let's go. Woo!
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.